Welcome to FMA 0146 Basic Mathematics. In this video, we are going to discuss some problems involving inequalities. What you need to do in this chapter, that is, please identify the questions are linear inequalities or quadratic inequalities. If the question is a linear inequality, so what we need to do, that is just do some simple algebraic manipulations. And then for the quadratic inequality, you can have three different methods to test. The first one is the one you learn, some of you learned during your SPM, the graphical methods. And then we have the table of sign. And then after that, we have the real number sign. Okay, so let us look at question number 1. So the question number 1, the highest degree for our x actually is 1, so it is a linear inequalities. So when it is a linear inequality, the first thing we look at the left hand side, the denominator 1 is 7, another is 6. So we just do the normal algebraic manipulation. So we cross multiply each other. So this one is 18x minus 7 multiplied 5 plus 7 greater and equals to 42 multiplied by 2. And then the left hand side is 18x minus 35 minus 7x greater than 84. And then we shifted others to the constant to the right hand side. We leave our x on the left hand side, so we have 11x greater than equals to 84 plus 35, so we have x greater than 119 divided by 11. Let us look at question number 2. Question number 2 is also a linear inequality. The middle itself is a linear, and then fortunate enough, this question, the left hand side and the right hand side is not involving the variable. So what we do is we just shifted the numbers 6 to the left and right side. So we have a 4x plus 6 will, when you do the manipulation, will become minus 6. So this is minus 2, minus 6, so we have a minus 8, 4x, 12, and then we want our middle will be only x, so we have an x, so is the 3 and negative 2. So what happened to this question? Also linear inequality. The middle have the x, the left and right doesn't have an x, so we still doing the same thing. Then we shifted the constant 3 to the other side. It's negative 5, negative 2x, negative this one is a 3, 15. After that, what we need to do, we need to make the one in the middle to become a x. So every one we divided by negative 2. So when we are dividing the inequalities with a negative number, so we need to change the sign from less than become greater than, and less than equal become greater and equal. And because it's not a norm, we write it in this form, so we change it to the other side, 15 minus 2 x and 5 over 2. Or if you want, you can always leave your answer in the interval form. Okay, so this one is equal. So for this question, this one should be round bracket. Okay. Now we look at the question number 3. Okay, in the question number 3, the first thing is this one is in a factor. So what we do, we expand our factor, 3x squared minus 6x greater than 2 minus x. And then we shifted everything together. Okay, so since the highest degree is x squared, so this one is a quadratic question. So since this is a quadratic question, you have 3 different ways to try. Table of sign, real number, sign, and graphical method. So it is nothing wrong that we use our graphical method. So by using the calculator, okay, by the calculator, 3x squared minus 7x minus 2, they will give us x equals to negative 1 over 3 or x equals to 2. So what we're going to do is just using the graphical method, small face. Why is a small face? Because this one is a positive. Left hand side is negative 1 over 3. The right hand side, this one is 2. This one we label positive. This one we label as a negative. And before we can do our conclusion, we look at our the inequality. One line before our factor is a greater than. Since it is a greater than, so we choose positive, that is x greater than 2 or our x is less than 1 over 3. And over here we have this question, okay, and this one is very easy. Clearly we can identify the highest power is x squared. When this higher power is n squared, is a quadratic, so we cannot do the simple algebraic manipulation. What we can do now, if this thing happen, we need to break them into two. 5 less than equals to 5 plus 4x minus x squared, and 5 plus 4x minus x squared less than 8. The left hand side, because since we don't like our quadratic to have a negative a, so we shifted this one to the other side. X squared minus 4x, this one will become 0 less than equals to 0. X minus 4 less than equals to 0, smiling face. 0 and 4, positive, negative. Since this one is a lesser than, so we're going to choose, okay, since it's a lesser and equal, so we choose negative. So it's 0, x, and 4. And how about our right hand side? We do the same thing. We want to make sure our quadratic is a positive number. So this one shifted there. X squared minus 4x. This one shifted here is a 3. Then greater than 0. So our x minus 3. Okay. So by calculator, x is equals to 3 and x equals to 1. So smiling face. 1 and 3, positive, negative. So since greater than, choose positive. So I have an x less than 1 or my x greater than 3. So because the indicator here is an n, so we need to combine these two answers together. So I have 4 different values, 0, 1, 3, and 4. From the left hand side, answer is okay, is a 0 inclusive 0, 4, and the right hand side is lesser than, greater than. So the intercept is over here. So finally we have our answer. Because this one is a solid dot, then here is a line, so inclusive 0. This one is a circle, so not inclusive. That's why we have a round bracket. Union, this one is a circle, so we have a 3 and 4, because this one also solid. Okay, so this is the few questions for the chapter 2.2. If you need extra questions, you can look at the module. Thank you.